How did I set myself up to be able to crochet full time? This is one of my most asked questions. For starters, it didn't happen overnight. I was working a 9-to-5 job for a while I was starting this. I think it's important to emphasize that you don't need to be able to quit your day job right away to signify that it's going to be a success. So I'm kind of just going to tell you the story of what happened and how I got to where I am right now. I had been crocheting for about 13 or 14 years, I think, just kind of as a part-time hobby. I never posted it. I never really thought to share it with anybody. And then just one day I decided that it's my burning passion and my purpose in life, and I'm gonna make an account. So I made an Instagram dedicated to crochet, and I just kind of started posting my finished pieces on there. Originally I thought maybe this will be a little bit of a side hustle. I'll sell my finished pieces. I'll take some custom orders if I get some, whatever. I didn't think about pattern writing. I didn't think about content creation. But I quickly realized that the custom order fulfilling wasn't the right business model for me. The ceiling is very low. You can only crochet so many pieces in a month. However, when I started getting comments being is there a pattern for this? The light bulb went off. Of course, if you like selling your finished pieces, by all means do that, but it wasn't the right model for me. It started really slow. The first month that I ever put a pattern out for sale, I think I made $5 in the whole month, but I was really, really stoked about that. And I will say it wasn't until 6 months in, I think, that I had a month where I was oh, this was a decent month. It wasn't anything crazy. I still couldn't quit my job, but I was oh, this is starting to actually make sense. I'm not making $5 a month anymore. I'm making maybe $1,000. So for reference, I started my crochet account in January and I quit my full-time job in November, but I still think that that's pretty fast growth. I don't think that that's necessarily normal. So don't get discouraged if that's not as fast as it is for you. I was also treating it as a full-time job before it was my full-time job. I was spending every waking moment on it. I also had a really nice setup with my office job that I was crocheting the entire time I was at my 9-to-5 job. So I had a lot of time in crocheting before I was even making it my job. And from there, I pretty much realized that if I want to make money and I want to be serious about this, my number one time investment had to be into content creation. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what I signed myself up for. I like the artist side of things. I don't like the social media side of things, but it's just there's no way around it. That's what you have to completely focus on, because you're only going to make as much money as eyes you get on your content. People aren't going to know to buy your patterns or your pieces or whatever if they don't know they exist. So you have to spend so much time and so much effort curating good social media content. It's not just a poorly lit picture of a finished piece in my bedroom with a bunch of shit in the background. You know what I mean? So you have to take social media really seriously, and you have to put a lot of time in, and you have to be patient. It takes a while for it to take off. Don't quit your day job right away, and don't be discouraged if you can't quit your day job for a few years. And then maybe check out your favorite crochet content creator and see what you like about them. What about their content is drawing you in and making you form a connection and a relationship with them and making you remember them. I'm also still kind of a small fry, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt, but I'm just saying what I have learned for me personally.
So just stick with it.